Oh,
Hey,
and I
it's
forgot.
live. Stand by. Got it. Okay. Here we are, episode 20,
Here we are.
after the hiatus of the holidays.
The high holy days.
Yes, yes, yes. Things have been
It's gonna be
celebrated, gifts
a
have
echo
been
thing.
given. We are done with that.
Very ready to as we say, turn the wheel.
Yeah.
All right.
Are you're a little frozen? I'm just waiting for that to kind of correct itself
You let me know.
when it reaches real time.
It's weird. It looks like you're
Oh,
possessed. You like
I
speed
know.
up to catch back. I'm like, ooh,
Okay.
it's
Looks like
big.
you're normal now.
Yay. Just
Hey.
sporting my skelly peeps.
You're okay. So let's get our last rune. I thought I had it on me. Oh, here we go. So I drew last time and it was Othala. Boo, boo, boo. Um, you have Odin's rune, heavy with the ancestors, right?
Mm-hmm. Property, wealth, and where we when we had went through rune yoga, keep your wits and carry on, and what has value.
Yes. So I will go first to share. I had plenty of time to do this one. So I don't know. I didn't really mind sitting on this rune for a little bit. It definitely, I wanted to pay a good respect to it.
Mhm.
And I really kind of tried to focus on what that looks like to me. And one of the things I really wanted to do, I'll show you the back of it first, but I had bought a canvas that has the string to put up, right?
Mhm.
So I knew I wanted to do something with this canvas, and it took me a while to figure it out, but I really wanted to encompass something that represented some power, and I hadn't done this yet. So I made lightning.
Love it. Love it.
So I did the black canvas, painted, did the shoreline, made it, obviously at nighttime, night sky. It was my first time kind of playing with that reflectiveness
Mhm.
of what would happen with lightning. Obviously, it's not like the best work I've done, but it was very fun to do.
It's
And it
pretty good.
represents a lot of like power. And I wanted just to be hung and I wanted to look at it and think about it. Part of me was like, well, with lightning, would that be a little bit more Thor? But I was like, well, you know what? Thor wouldn't be shit without Odin. So that's kind of where I
Fair enough. Fair point. Fair point.
right. So I really wanted to go to like what would be even more than just like a lightning bolt and having more of that like sea scene
Hmm. Hmm.
of having that like raw power touchdown. And you know how I hate the ocean in a lot of different ways because it scares me so much. Um,
Thalassophobia, I think, or something like that.
yes. And monsters live in there, like there are
Monsters do live in there.
monsters live there. And
Alien bases too, apparently.
it's so many things, but I am excited to put this on my wall. Like that is what the point sometimes can be, other
Yes,
than like
yes.
going through the runes again and having more understanding and more connection, of course. But when it's art you can put up, it makes it even better. Like,
Absolutely.
so I'm glad it put me in a good mood to do.
Yay.
And I am ready for the next rune. And I'm glad I did this for this,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
As
no, I think it was,
eloquently as I can say, I'm glad I did this for this.
yeah. Well, we
But
both,
no, it was
it was a good
exciting.
decision to take a little break, and it was a great room to take a little break on,
It
actually.
was. I felt like there was some strength to it that helped.
Hmm.
So yeah, that's my show.
Okay, okay. Um, so mine is art, but it's representative of the art. It's because I think I really honed in on what has value in this, and so you know, I I gilded the frame, so it's shiny gold in person. Uh, but this is what I did, and I'm not saying that I made Scooby Doo. These are two very important things that are conveying a message that I will always for myself. This is art for me
Yes.
because the sticker was a set of stickers in high school at the Chinese restaurant. And I was like, I'm going to get a Scooby. And so I had these stacks full of them, and they were the 50 censors or, like, so it added up a bit and I couldn't. And then my nemesis got one before me and then was like, eh, I'm like, ugh. So there was a whole lot of like, when I finally got it, I was like, yes, I don't want it given.
Right.
Like I earned that Scooby. And the reason it looks a little shadowy is because I stuck the sticker onto a fridge magnet and then cut around the sticker. So and use that, but I keep it like it's my good one. I don't it don't travel with me. It's got to do all that.
Yeah.
But why so that sense of getting something of determination and wanting it, which is echoed in the 10 because this is like my Scrooge McDuck lucky dime. This is the first 10 that I ever made doing what I do on Sunday nights 10 years ago. This was the
Shit.
first Yoga Nidra that I ever sold in person to a person, like
Damn.
the first. So the quest of the last, like, 12 years, 10 for sure on that. That's what that 10 is. That's my first 10 that I ever made, uh, making the art as I choose to make it now, which is my whole Sunday night thing.
I
But yeah, that was
freaking
after
love that. I
Lexi.
love that.
Yeah,
No, the
so
symbolism,
right. And I was like, we've got the gold, we've got that. It's all, what has value? Well, this has value.
it
And
does.
I can't you can get things you're determined to get as well.
Hence the Scooby. And now you
And the ten and the tenacity, because I had
commemorate
people
the
like,
art
can I
that
record it? And
you
I'm like, no, I'd rather you not record it. I intend on selling these. And that's what I said for the first 5 years without making a recording. And then said in, but yeah, I'm gonna gush.
I love
So
it.
I'm ready to
That's
turn this wheel as well. So I think I felt that was good in honor of Odin. Those are things that I really care about. So my
perfect. It's
Odin art.
honestly
Oh,
perfect.
and the last layer is I did it on Wednesday because Odin's Day. So I collected
Great.
things throughout the week, but actually made myself work on it on
I
Wednesday.
actually finished mine yesterday, Wednesday.
Nice. Are
There
you
we
ready for
go.
another room?
I am. Awesome.
Ooh, Ingwas.
Ingwas.
Yeah, Ingwas in the style of the square as opposed to the side by side X's,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Right?
because
That
it's
should be,
elder. Yeah,
which is weird. That's the next one I had up on the corner. So usually it looks like that.
yeah.
And so this is
But
you
I made that
stylized
set
it.
for you in
So
that style. Yeah.
yes. So
Oh, it can become. So you
yeah,
wrote
yeah.
down
Did you read it? It can become spring. So yes.
spring.
Ooh,
Wow.
and
I mean, we're a little early for it, but I'll take
right for the melting of
it.
the icicles. But I mean, if it wants to be a little warmer, it can be. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. And what's weird is it's another god rune following Odin. So
Yeah.
back to back
So
god runes.
we got
Interesting.
ing, like the fertility, something, something, right? Because of the
Somebody,
spring symbolism.
I think honestly, like slap my hand. This one I don't recall as much as I do about the other ones.
I remember because of the spring, because of the everything that, at least with like, let's just backtrack it to like tarot learning and like all of those things. whenever I think of like spring or new, I just go straight to fertility, like because that's always what it ends up being
what, what's
about.
what's in my mind for it is a very specific point where a stalactite would have a drop from it on its way to a stalagmite. And for
Right.
some reason that's what I associated from what we did with Ingwas, is that
Cool.
moment. Like it was something
Yeah.
else and now it could become anything, and then it
Yeah.
becomes that. So
I feel like we got a good vibe though for the rune
can be
for
a good
this
fun.
week because I know which ones we have left. So
Oh, they're just condensing closer together.
so this is
Oh,
good. I feel like positive energy there just because something new can be
hopefully.
from this. And obviously when you incorporate that with art, it definitely makes you feel like um you'll make the right choices because new can be anything, right? Like,
I'm already kind of giggling because when my friend was visiting me from her move from New York to Texas, she asked me if I wanted her like art supplies, like her sec. She's like, I've got a whole box of art supplies. Like, yes, of course, I'll
yeah,
take them.
of course.
So I'm currently opening that box too, and I'm like, ooh, it's that like that drop for it's been delivered from one artist now before it becomes something with me. So no matter
Hell
what I
yeah.
make, it fits the theme.
Yes. I ended up gathering all of my art supplies when I was cleaning this past weekend and added all of the acrylic paints into the biggest fucking Tupperware. And I was just like, wow, that was like a small fortune when I gathered them all in one spot.
Right?
Definitely made me like, oh, okay, I've got enough. Like I've got enough there. And then I did a big bag of my oils. So even taking inventory
Ooh.
makes it new because I'm like, oh, I do have
Forgot that I had
all
all
of the
that.
things. Like I think I just scattered too much stuff. Like I scattered things in different piles in different stations.
So
And
the four corners of the living room.
literally, just wherever I sat down, I could like, I guess, use this paint,
You never know when you need a good tube of Prussian white.
right?
It's Prussian
Uh,
blue anyway.
but no, this is exciting. Yeah, new year, new rune. Like,
New
let's do
year,
it.
new room. Beer, 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 beer.
All right, perfect. I guess we'll do this
Yes.
next week.
I guess we'll see us on the flip side, right?
Yep. All right.